This one is going to be a hot one for the coming week, because right now we are really working the trend right now. Don't mind my line, but we're really working this trend, so keep an eye out on this. I think $6 will come easily. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Well, this is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. Now, what we're going to be doing today is going to be very simple. We're going to be talking about the SPY, what I'm expecting the SPY to do in the coming weeks, right? Last week I talked about the market wanting to retest the highs this week, and we got there. Okay, the reason is I got the confidence in the lawmakers helping the market out, right? In terms of passing the bills that they're supposed to pass, and how they can help the American people. Well, our area and our angle is about trading. We look for areas to enter and the areas to exit. That is a core fundamental principle for a trader. As a result, you need to as well set your stop loss when the need arises, right? Because you don't want a situation whereby you'll be playing low float, low cap stocks, and then you get knocked out the game, right? But today's video is going to be the watch list for the coming week, and these are your low float, low price cap stocks, right? Now, before then, we're going to talk about this market, what I'm expecting in the coming days. And this is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock, okay? These are for entertainment purposes only. Now that we got that out of the way, one thing about my analysis, they are very simple. My expectation is either they get to that spot or they do not. But if they don't, if they break critical support level, I will be getting out of the trade. And if I'm looking for a long-term play, then guess what? I will be holding those long-term play, and I will be adding as we pull back. Take for example the market actually pull back, okay? Market pull back here and back to test the highs, and then boom, right? Market pull back here, back to test the high, and then guess what? I'm expecting the boom, right? Now, joke aside, discipline is a very core fundamental in trading, okay? Now, for the S&P 500 ETF, what I'm expecting the market to do is to get to my 475, 480 level. That is where I want the market to really get to, right? On the RSI, we are in between. We're around 58%, which is fantastic level as well. Price pull back to the 50 exponential moving average and then bounce right off. I talked about it last week, and I said, price will likely bounce off this area because we have support right around this spot. If we can reclaim this 50, we should be able to continue to push. And we did push last week, which is a very fantastic stuff, because of all the volume that came out to play, right? RSI is also calling upwards. So now look for this trend as our next resistance spot in the market, which will target 475, 480 zone as we break this area. Okay, so 470 is the area we called last week. Right now, I'm calling 475, 480 area in the coming days. It's not gonna be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, but if it comes, then that's fine. But I believe that this trend will act as some form of a resistance in the future. Now, if I cannot post all the watch list analysis here on this particular video, I will post them up on my Twitter and on Stock Tweet. So keep an eye on those as well, and I will post all the charts that traders have out there, just to for you to see the levels that I'll be looking forward to. First one here is going to be GBR. This one right now, we have the low floats and Russell 2000 pushing lower, and as those sector push lower, we got this small cap industry or small cap sector pulled lower as well. Now we have to keep an eye because they're gonna go up at some point, right? So now I'll be looking for price to really bounce off this area into this $3. So $3 is going to act as a resistance. If $3 can hold, then we'll be looking for the $3.50 or even the $4.38 area. So keep an eye on GBR. STRON, this one as well is another one to keep an eye out on. The reason is because right now when they came out of their package IPO, the $4 and between $4 and $4.25 was that call, right? Now we have our 20 exponential moving average at 468. So now that is going to be our support. Okay, this is going to be our ultimate support if this trend line really fails. So that's what you're going to be looking for in terms of stop loss. But for me, what I'm going to do is I will actually put my stop loss around $4.50. Reason is because price may pull lower into this trend and just to shake the weak hands out, right? And then stock continue to push higher. For now, keep an eye on this area, this trend to really hold. If it doesn't, then you'll be looking for that 20 exponential moving average. I'll be looking for also the break of the $6 in the coming days on STRON. MTCR, this one really did sell off on some organizational news, but right now I'm looking for 150 area. If we break 150, I think we'll continue to push and retest this stop right here, which coincide with our 50 exponential moving average, and then the sky is the limit. Now for Bjdx is another one to keep an eye on. The reason is because price pulled all the way back down, make an attempt but couldn't fail, make an attempt, retest that trend level, and then boom, we're back to the $3 area. So keep an eye out on this one, but I'm expecting 350 to visit that spot, which will act as our immediate resistance. Why? Is because when you look at this area, this is a resistance, right? Support, it was support before and then it failed, right? We try again, it became resistance, it failed, and we try again, it became resistance, it failed. Okay, we made an attempt on this one. This area now acted as a support. Price also failed that area. Now we're pulling back up to retest the $3 zone, which is also our natural support. If price can break this area, expect action around these $3.50, or even price to push higher into that $6, $7 zone. That is my expectation for Bjdx. If you want to really take a look at this on the chart, let's go into Bjdx. Okay, pretty much the same thing. Okay, adding this line, we have our resistance there right now, but our immediate resistance that we're kind of really breaking right now, or about to break, is going to be right there. Okay, and back down here, this is going to act as our lowest low level. So if we can break this $3 zone, we should be all right to continue to push into 350 or 360 area, and then price will push into $6 or $6.25. That is my expectation. That is what I want to really keep an eye on in the coming week. So my cross is going to be right there, and another cross is going to be right there, so that it will allow me to know when price are really pushing higher. Okay, so that is how you look at this on Thinkorswim, and also put in your alerts to alert you when action is taking place. Look at how volume really came in. look at all this. This is not volume at all. See, this is not volume. But now see how volume is coming in, telling you that there is activities going on this stock that we're bound to really push and break that volume price level. Okay, so keep an eye out for that name. Next one is going to be Ktta. Ktta really did push a couple of weeks ago and back down into the $2.25. Like I said, $2 is going to act as my support, where price is a natural support. So $2 is going to act as a support. I'm expecting some form of a push, bounce back off what I call the BB play, which is the bottom bounce play on this name. So keep an eye out on that. BBIG as well, I'll be expecting price to really revisit the 20 exponential moving average or even the $4 zone on that. Vino as well, VINO, looking for a bottom bounce play right here. Price really did push lower and break the support, only to pull, come back up and retest that area. So keep an eye out on this one. If momentum can come in and push this into 375. Now, LTRI, this one failed support, push all the way back down. Now trying to reclaim the $6 zone. $6 zone is going to act as a support with the resistance at $7. PULM as well, this one as well, following suit with all the low price, low float stocks, pulled back, and now we're trying to reclaim the 2050 area, exponential moving area, and then look for price to visit 85 cents. VYNE as well, price is really doing good. We closed right above resistance, and now my next immediate resistance is $1.80 with support around $1.30. So keep an eye out on that one as well. MVOS as well, price pulled lower, broke support, back down, and try to reclaim the 20 exponential moving average, only to fail in conjunction with this trend line. So I'll be looking for price continuation to the upside. Okay, this is probably going to be like shaking the weekends, right? But your support is going to be below $1.25. GLTO, the same principle, the bottom bounce play. APROE as well, the bottom bounce play really worked from previous week. Now I'll be looking for price to hold the 20 exponential moving average, which also coincide with our trend line. So keep an eye out on that. AHI, this area right now is going to be our support. 525 is going to be our support. Anything below that, then look for 450. But I think this 525 $5 area will act as our support in the continuation higher. AHPI as well, right now we're trying to reclaim the 200 SMA, so keep an eye out on that. $5 is going to continue to act as a support if we don't have no offerings, right? AEHL as well, this is a bearish looking pattern. Prices pulling back to test the bearish flag looking pattern, so keep an eye on that. The same thing here as well on WAAT. LGVN, I played this one so many times, to the upside or to the downside. Okay, I won't go into much of the short details, because short details I normally play extension and whenever there's a movement, right? So whenever there's a movement, I tend to play the short side. Looking at the 1 hour candle, I tend to play every time a stock extend too far. What I do is I short that candle back down, short it back down. That is how I do it in order to capitalize gains, right? So that's how I do it on things like this or stocks like this. For now, look for 1750 as a support, which is our 20 exponential moving average, or coincide with our trend line as well. SSY, I'll be looking for price to break through the 20 exponential moving average for the 50 exponential moving average visit. Why? MACD is coiling and our RSI is pointing towards the heavens. Now, RC, arrow This one as well, we are pulling off from support. This is what I call a coiling as well. We're coiling out of this bottom zone on, you know, to push higher, right? So this is like a cup and handle, right? So now we just want this to really break this zone right here, which is $5.50. So keep an eye on this in the coming days. AROEC as well, look for a bottom bounce play on that name. Groom as well, bottom bounce play on that name. CYM, this one is going to be a hot one for the coming week, because right now we are you know, really working the trend right now. Don't mind my line, but we're really working this trend, so keep an eye out on this. I think $6 will come easily by next week or so. DWAC right now, we did push all the way close to $70, okay, and price is pulling back down. Expect $50 or $55 to act as a support for now, so keep an eye on that name to the short side if you want. CFVI as well, I played the long side and the short side. Right now $13 is going to act as a support. If that area fail, expect more to the downside. ISPC, damn boy. Well, right now we have this long range looking flag, right? So this is a long, huge looking flag for me, but for now we can also call it the fact that this trend, if this trend really, you know, break $16 zone, I think we'll continue to push on that one. So keep an eye on that, with your support around $12 on ISPC. Next one is going to be our one and only AERC. Keep an eye on this one, as $13 is acting as a support right now, trying to reclaim that area, and then we'll continue to push higher on that. ATNF as well, look for a bottom bounce play. ROSLS, this one as well is another one to keep an eye on. GROIL as well, we're looking for $1.25. AMP as well, this is AMPY. This one right now, 200 moving average is your best bet for price to visit that area, then we'll continue to push on it. BLIN as well, I'll be looking for bottom bounce play as price bounce right off this double bottom. MRIN, look for $200 zone to really reclaim. YGMZ, this one bounced right off, and then now we're calling back to that area, so look for $2.50 or even $4 in the coming days on YGMZ. CNTX as well, right now our support is going to be $5, resistance is going to be $6, so keep an eye on those areas. BCTX did push higher and higher, but then the price is failing our critical support level, right? So look for this $8 to act as a support. If it doesn't, then the $7 is going to come easily in the coming week, so keep an eye out on that name. BFROI as well, I'll be looking for this $5 area to act as a support, with my stop loss right below $4.50. Keep an eye out in the coming days as well. ABVC, this one I'll be expecting momentum in this coming week. I do like the way the chart looks as well. TOMZ, this one right now I think we're bouncing right off the 20 and 50 exponential moving average. Right now we have a bullish looking pattern because the 20 exponential moving average is crossing to the upside of your 50 exponential moving average. That is also another bullish looking signal, right? And finally guys, we're going to be looking forward to EFOI for continuation. The 200 moving average area is where you want to keep an eye out on the 364 or 375 in the coming days, guys. Some of these stocks, I will post them up on Twitter and stock tweet, including SGMA, FRO that, blah, 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 blah. You know, I will post all these other charts. So just keep an eye out for those stocks, and have you guys a fantastic weekend. Have a good one. Be peaceful, be merciful to others. Peace.